Hello, professor. Today I'm gonna talk about my final exam. The title is gonna be Music Therapy, Healing Through Sound. Today, the content that I'm gonna talk about is about music therapy, the clinical and evidence-based use of music interventions helps improve physical, emotional, cognitive, and social needs. Music can reach places words can. So I'm gonna talk about this topic. I really like it, and I think you're gonna like it also. So, what is music therapy? This is provided by certified music therapists. These are people who are prepared to use music to help people. Also, use listening, singing, playing instruments, and composing, tailored to individual goals. Words involve active making music and also like a receptive listening mode. So I will say that music therapy helps a lot of people in different ways. And also, this music therapy is very helpful for children and all people who need help because sometimes people have stress or maybe they have like a disease, and this music therapy helps them a lot. So I'm gonna talk also about how music affects humans' brain. The first thing is that music stimulates multiple brain regions, emotions, memory, and motor control. Also release dopamine and serotonin, improves the mood of the person. Also, it lowers the cortisol and reduces the stress, and also can enhance neuroplasticity, brain rewiring. It also helps the people to. It also helps the kids and all people who need help about their motor control because sometimes music helps them to be in a good mood and helps them relax. I'm gonna talk about the evidence base and benefits. Mental health reduce anxiety and depression. Also, neuro- neurological rehab helps strokes and Parkinson recovery. Memory care improves connection in dementia, development supports and communications in autism. Uh, as I said before, music helps people who have anxiety or depression because sometimes when you like a music, you really like it, and you imagine very good things that in very good things that help your brain to be focused and be relaxed. Also, there's a lot of people who have strokes, and sometimes music help them to be in a good mood, and they don't have a stroke very often. Also, for all people, the memory care improves connection con- because sometimes all people have dementia, and this music helps them reminds them of their past when they were a child, and they relax about that. Also, it helps develop our support for kids who have autism. For example, I have a cousin who have autism. When she listens music, she's a good mood. She speaks like a normal person, and she is very friendly with everyone when she listens her music that she likes. I'm gonna talk about the types and settings. The settings are in hospitals because there are a lot of people who need music therapy, also in schools, also in rehab centers and in mental health facilities. The types, individual sessions. These individual sessions is for people who are very depressed or have a lot of anxiety, and they need to be focused by a single person playing music. There's also for group sections who helps them to it's for a lot of people who needs this music therapy because also music therapy does not work for all the people. It only works for few people. Also, the active participation. Sometimes these people who have anxiety or mental diseases, they play this music, right? They play the guitar or they sing, and this helps them to be like an active participation of music therapy. Also, in guide listening, uh, uh, and the most important thing is that this is adaptable to all ages and cultures. As I said before, is very helpful for geeks. It's very helpful for old people, and this music therapy does not care about the age. It cares about how you feel, because music therapy makes you feel better, and also the cultures. It doesn't matter where you're from. It depends. It doesn't matter where you're from, because if you're from South Africa or you are from England, it doesn't matter the culture, because music therapy has the same effect on these people, because all over the world people like music. Music is very old. Since since the humans were born, music has been with them all the time. So people to love the music. So also there are some limitations and considerations about music therapy. For example, the first thing is that this is not a substitute or for medical treatment, because some people need to take pills, needs to go to psychology, needs to be like with a doctor, because music therapy helps people, but it doesn't help them a lot. It helps them to be in a good mood, not to be stressed, but then sometimes need to take their medicine. They need to go to a doctor to see how they are. Also, it needs trained professionals, people who love to this, not like not normal singers, because these people who play music has to have some kind of degree to to work with these people who have these problems. Also, it might need cultural adaptation, because all over the world there's different kind of music, and also is there like a different type of cultures all over the world, and these people need different type of music, need different type of approaches to them. Also, the effectiveness varies per person. It depends on the person, because if you are like a if you love music and somebody's helping you with music therapy, you're gonna improve. For example, let's say that someone doesn't like music. That person is gonna be in trouble a little bit, because music therapy is not gonna work on them. Also, I'm gonna talk about the conclusions and takeaways. The music therapy blends art and science. Art, because as I said before, music is an all art that helps people to be focused. And science, because a lot of scientists has proved that music therapy helps them a lot to help people all over the world. It helps all people, uh, kids, teenagers. It doesn't matter the age. Also, it supports physical, emotional and cognitive health. This helps them, like as I said before, music therapy supports the emotional themes, and it helps you to be more focused, more relaxed, not to have anxiety. This helps a lot for the person who is being treated by music therapy. And also, music therapy is very adaptable to many needs, because some people need music therapy for many things, right? All people need them to remind their past. For example, there are some old people who have Alzheimer, right? When they listen like a music from the past, they remind them of their childhood, and they are very excited about that. and they relax, they laugh. That's very awesome for them because a lot of people suffer Alzheimer when they are old. Music therapy is very awesome for them. Also, music helps where words fail. Some people have problems with their families, and sometimes music helps where words fail. Because, for example, it says when you're angry with someone, right, and you say like a bad word, she's gonna be angry, right? But when you play a music for them, she's not gonna be angry anymore, and she's gonna be more like focused with you. She's gonna be more relaxed. She's gonna be happy about that. Yeah, as I said before, music therapy is the most important thing for people who really need this, and they should take it because music therapy has helped a lot of people all over the world, and it's very awesome. Music, there's different types of music. There's like music from your country, music for all over the world, and this helped them a lot. So thank you. It was a pleasure to have you here. If you have any questions, just let me know. It was a pleasure to be. It was a pleasure to be to be here with you guys. So thank you for everything. I just want to say thank you and have a good day.